My name is Liv. I don't actually currently go to university, but when I did, I went to York St John and studied psychology. And then afterwards, I didn't think that had been quite enough, so I went to Swansea and did developmental and therapeutic play at master's level. I'm currently working full time as a residential support worker. Sharing my fundraising page, thanking my donators, giving them updates, providing them with all the necessary information about what I'll be doing over in Uganda and about the charity. And from doing this, I've raised £991. So I used resources from the website that I'd just kind of found myself, because it helped me know where the money was going as well. Like, it was also a bit of research for me, stuff that I didn't know. So yeah, and then I pointed them in the direction of my fundraising page, which also had a lot of information already on there as to more about the charity and what we'd be doing over in Uganda. Another post was just kind of updated them on how much I'd raised so far and where that money was going to go. I just think people don't really want to see the same thing all the time. Like, they want to know where the money's going. They want to know what you've done. They want to know if you're doing anything more. I found it really crucial to kind of just pay attention to what you might want to see. If your friend was doing something and they were fundraising, I wouldn't donate unless I knew exactly where my money was going and what it was going to be used for. The big one, Facebook. I have shared it a couple of times on Instagram and like in my direct feed and on my stories. Twitter is also another one, just kind of retweeted that. And then in terms of like my networks, all my family have shared it, passed it on, and that's been a really big help in terms of raising money. Especially like if I've tagged my mum or something in my page on Facebook, like I've noticed a lot of her friends have donated, and it's people I've never met before. I've been really pleasantly surprised. Like my auntie who lives in Bournemouth, she's passed it on around her friend circle, which was like, wow, like just wasn't expecting it at all. And it's just been quite successful that way. When I've thanked all my donators before, I've screenshotted my fundraising page that has the total and posted a big thank you to everyone who's donated, and just tell them how grateful I am. Even if people haven't donated to my page, they might see it and that might spark them to donate. My top tip would be knowing and being mindful of the times in which you are sharing your page. So for instance, I shared one at probably midday on a weekday and noticed no responses. Well, not a lot of responses, not as many as I'd hoped for, and then realised that actually people aren't going to be active at that time. They're going to be at work, they're going to be scrolling on their phone at lunch thinking, oh, I'll just have a quick scroll, not really pay attention. So then I realised that posting later on in the day, like 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, actually produced more responses and I gained more donations, because a lot more people are active and online in the evening times on a weekday.